Hey guys, so I'm gonna do my experience with um, listening to music and sports, like watching sports and stuff like that. So, um, so far, when I heard music, when I've heard music before as a kid to remember some songs I've heard, definitely, I've been never well taught to sing any music properly or anything since since honestly, like, I know how to make a singing voice to like make your tune up a bit or some, but I just don't sing anyway. Since honestly, I'm not really social with being around other people singing and stuff like that. Since since I don't sing, and that's on, and I since every time I hear music playing, it's just I can't hear what they're saying and stuff like that. It's just I don't know what they're saying and stuff like that. Since that's why I get really antisocial with some being around some people singing and stuff like that, and then I was born not being well trained, but since this morning I went out to breakfast with my dad and brother, and he took me over to the house where I used to live at. And when I was pumping my boot up on my leg, my dad was wondering what I was doing, like pumping my leg up, and then he sang the Pumped Up Kicks song from the Kinks or something, and then I was like, please stop singing and stuff like that. And then my brother heard him from his room, but and then some minutes later, they were singing the Pumped Up Kick song, and then I just made a difficult decision to tell them, like, guys, I'm not social with you guys singing. Stop. It's ridiculous. Well, it's just that it just gives me crap when I hear people sing. But honestly, I just don't sing. But like, and it's just that, and then I cannot be around loud music either. And I know like some strangers have, when they have the van they would play scary music, and then just get normal people uncomfortable around them. But and then I started to get a little annoyed with my brother and my dad singing, since, well, they used to keep singing all the time since like 9 10 or 9 years ago. They kept on singing at the apartment right around me, and I was not social with them singing and stuff like that. And then 6 years ago, since when I went camping with my brother and dad to Pine Top, they were singing in the car. I think when I was driving or my brother was driving, I was like, I hate when you guys sing. Stuff like that. And also, while learning how to drive in my dad's car, um, they used to keep turning the music up so loud to rockin', and that used to irritate me, how it makes my heart stop and it distracts me while driving, while having the permit. And And then one time, one day, I was like, and then I got so irritated when my dad kept turning the music up so loud in the radio, in the car radio. And I was like, stop turning the music up so loud. It hurts my ears. They like loud music, I don't. But definitely I was born, since I don't know how to sing every song correctly or anything, even though there's some songs I like, but I just can't hear what they're saying. And then if I would have hear what they sing like this in sentence, I lose my mind easily, since that's why I don't sing. Anyway, I think that's all for about listening to music and stuff like that. Now I'm going to talk about sports. I used to watch sports quite sometimes, like very little at times as a kid. But about watching sports on TV, I was not well trained that we have to have a favorite player on any basketball team and baseball team, football teams, hockey teams, or any stuff like that. Since I've been playing baseball since 2011, right when I was 11 years old, when I started joining the Miracle League Club. So, and then I'm just getting tired of baseball, since I want to deal with my dream job to deliver pizzas and hang out with my girlfriend. So, by the way, when we started baseball, the spring season this year, there was one of the new Angels team name. There was some new Angels teams that started to join the Miracle League Club, and this guy named Andrew, he would just keep on asking a bunch of questions about watching sports and stuff like that, and what's your favorite baseball team and who's your favorite player. Since I was not well trained for stuff like that, and I don't watch sports. I do watch TV, but I watch YouTube on TV. That's the only thing I watch TV on. But and then at first when he asked me what's your favorite baseball team, I I accidentally gave him my favorite team, and then since after that he would just keep on asking me questions and wouldn't stop asking me questions about sports and who's your favorite player, stuff like that. Like, I was born not being well trained for television stuff like that either, and stuff like that. And we also had another new baseball team in our baseball team. Her name is Caitlin, and then she likes to shout out saying "Let's go Angels" and then just go team and stuff like that. Let's go sports. And then definitely I've been not social with being that way since when I had some hard time difficulties, problems in high school, how in my mind was making things up to get me uncomfortable in public places, stuff like that, since I'm not social to shout out to everyone anymore, because of how I started to have some problems in high school, and then I started to feel like not comfortable around students, stuff like that. And I think that's it. So anyway, I want to give you guys a happy Mother's Day tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy your Mother's Day with your mothers. And hope you guys have a good day and a good rest of your day. And I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time.